President Trump just dropped a bombshell, announcing he's lifting sanctions on Syria to give its new government a shot at rebuilding. This is a major shift in U.S. policy, and it's got the Middle East buzzing. Let's dive into the details. On Tuesday, during a speech in Saudi Arabia, his first stop on a whirlwind Middle East tour, President Donald Trump revealed that the U.S. will end sanctions against Syria. He's calling it a chance for the country to achieve greatness. Trump said in his own words, "I will be ordering the cessation of sanctions against Syria in order to give them a chance at greatness." He acknowledged the sanctions were brutal and crippling but necessary at the time under the ousted President Bashar al-Assad's regime, which was cut off from global financial systems during Syria's 14-year civil war. Trump also shared his hopes for Syria's new government, led by President Ahmed al-Sharaa. He said, "In Syria, which has seen so much misery and death, there is a new government that we must all hope will succeed in stabilizing the country and keeping peace." He even wished them luck, saying, "So I say good luck, Syria." Trump's not just talking the talk. He's set to meet al-Sharaa in Saudi Arabia on Wednesday to discuss this new chapter. Now here's where it gets interesting. Al-Sharaa, the new Syrian leader, has a controversial past. He once had a $10 million U.S. terrorist bounty on his head and led Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, a group originally tied to al-Qaeda. But he's been working hard to clean up his image, pushing for sanctions relief and offering big gestures like building a Trump Tower in Damascus, détente with Israel, and even U.S. access to Syria's oil and gas. His group played a key role in ousting Assad last year, and now they're lobbying to be removed from the U.S. terrorist list. This decision comes as Trump tours Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the UAE, where leaders like Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and Turkish President Recep Erdogan have been urging him to lift the sanctions to boost Syria's economy. Trump even quipped, "Oh, what I do for the Crown Prince," showing the pressure he's under to make this move. There's some optimism about this shift. The new Syrian government has already cooperated with U.S. intelligence, foiling ISIS plots, including the arrest of ISIS commander Abu al-Harith al-Iraqi in February. Indiana Republican Congressman Marlon Stutzman, who recently met al-Sharaa, told Fox News Digital, "Al-Sharaa has a checkered past, which we all want to be cautious with, but at the same time, I think that this is a great opportunity to help Syria move in a different direction." Stutzman said al-Sharaa dreams of turning Syria into a trade and tourism hub like Qatar or the UAE, and got visibly excited talking about trade routes crossing Syria into Europe. But not everyone's on board. South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham, who's in Turkey assessing the situation, expressed caution. He told Fox News Digital, "I am very inclined to support sanctions relief for Syria under the right conditions. However, we must remember that the current leadership in Syria achieved its position through force of arms, not through the will of its people." Graham pointed out that Syria is still listed as a state sponsor of terrorism, and Israel remains deeply concerned. He added that Congress needs a report from the administration to justify lifting the terrorism designation, which hasn't been submitted yet. Former U.S. Ambassador to Syria Robert Ford, who put al-Sharaa on the terrorist list back in 2012, also weighed in. He told Fox News Digital, "Right now, Sharaa is not restricting political and civil liberties but is an authoritarian by nature." Ford warned that al-Sharaa's government is weak and doesn't fully control Syria, so rebuilding authority will take time. This is a bold move by Trump, and it's sparking a lot of debate. What do you think about this decision to lift sanctions and engage with Syria's new leadership? Are you hopeful for Syria's future, or do you share the skepticism of leaders like Senator Graham? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the latest news updates. That's all for now. Have a great day.